boys? Welcome back to another episode of the Panthers franchise. Today we got a test against the 2-2 Philadelphia Eagles. It looks like we're also facing the Bills. And we'll be simulating the 49ers, and I don't know what the fourth game we'll be simulating is. However, we started the season 4-0. Take a look at these contracts real quick. We have an 85 D tackle, that's only 24. We have 84 center, that's only 24. We have 88 linebacker, that's only 27. All with expiring contracts, and you can see we have $8 million in cap space. So I don't think we're going to be able to get any of them back. We also have this middle linebacker, 24, expiring. Quite a few other good players. And, I don't think we're going to be able to sign literally any of them. So there's a reason it's called going all in. And I want to see where we're at week 8. Whether we try and trade some of those guys for better guys or not. However, if we do go all in and we don't re-sign any of them and we pass the trade deadline, we just let them walk in free agency, hopefully we win the Super Bowl, because it is going to look kind of a little bit more dark after they leave. And our team's not going to be nearly as good as it currently is. So 4-0 is a pretty nice start, obviously. Never going to complain about undefeated start. We're first in offensive points per game, and as you can see, there's green on every single one of those. 7th, 5th, 7th, 6th, 2nd. We're doing pretty good. Go to the league leaders. Jonathan Brooks is second in rushing, and he has 10 rushes lower than third place, and quite a few rushes lower than Travis Etienne, who's first. And out of those three, he has the most touchdowns out of them all. So we're looking pretty all right. Looking pretty good. Obviously, things probably could be a little bit better, but we're currently first in the NFC, tied with Arizona. And let's see if we could beat the Philadelphia Eagles and keep us going on this hot streak. Okay, starting 40 seconds into the game, and the Eagles already have a touchdown, so that ain't good. However, let's see if we could start off hot for ourselves here. It's not about how they do, it's how we do. Jonathan Brooks starts us off with a gain of 5. Love to see it. And as we mentioned every single episode, what is the few things we mention? We mention 2 things almost constantly, and that's how you guys are 3 weeks ahead, and I start talking about what's happening in the current NFL world for me, which is what's about ready to happen. And we also talk about how I'm bad at defense, but first, we've got a nice rush here by Jonathan Brooks. So like I was saying, I'm about ready to talk about what just happened in the NFL world for me. And what just happened is Panthers are on a 2-game win streak after beating the Giants in Germany. And Chuba Hubbard just got paid last week. And he came out and absolutely dominated. He had a pretty good game, a career best game, actually, 150 rushing yards. And Brooks is kind of killing it right now. Not in real life in the game. Brooks hasn't debuted yet in the game in real life. Just mixing up my words here. He's, I believe, set to debut for the Chiefs game. And I just get absolutely destroyed back here. I tried throwing that away 3 minutes ago. But yeah, I believe he's set to debut for the Chiefs game after our bye week. And, Chiefs, you better watch out. If you're still undefeated by the time Panthers get to you, we're beating you. We're going to have a 3-game win streak while defeating the undefeated Chiefs. What a story that would be, huh? After Bryce Young gets benched and he comes back, he plays decent. If you're a box score watcher, you're not going to think he played decent. But what a pass by him, speaking of, to Excel. That could have probably been intercepted. Needed that one. But if you're a box score watcher, Bryce Young's not going to be looking anything different than the first 2 weeks to you, probably. However, if you watch the games, you can see that he's doing the right things, and he's definitely improved from the first 2 weeks. And hopefully he keeps it going, because I don't want to draft another quarterback already. Also, I think Dave Canales is doing pretty all right. There's sometimes, actually quite a few times during games, where it's like, what are you doing? Why are you coaching like this? But at the same time, there's other times where he's like, oh yeah, I like this guy. And he's getting people open. If you compare it to last year's Frank Reich, he's way better, and young Tibbins here for a touchdown. We start with a touchdown ourselves as well. Wasn't as quick as 40 seconds, but we will take the points, and they go down and get another touchdown. So this game might be rough. It might be our first loss of the season. However, we knew we were going to go completely undefeated. We just want to win the Super Bowl. That's the main goal here, not an undefeated season. 5 minutes left. We get destroyed behind the line of scrimmage there. I actually wouldn't say destroyed, but we get locked up behind the line of scrimmage. And, you know, as far as the series goes, I see Deontay Johnson over here. We kind of want to get rid of him too, don't we? I don't know. He just had a good block for me there. Don't fumble Bryce, please. This is a good run by you. And he's had a few good runs since he's come back as well. He finally learned to put his head down and run straight instead of slowly running to the side for half an hour and then losing a yard while looking for somebody that's open when there's nobody open. So yeah, he's showing a lot of bright spots, especially with our receiving core, because right now it's Xavier Legette, Jalen Coker, Jatavion Sanders, and David Moore. So it's not like the most glamorous receiving core, but I think we should be getting Adam Thielen back against the Chiefs as well, who we didn't move at the trade deadline, which was kind of surprising to me. Can Binns get this? He can. Oh, that's not even Binns. That's Medina, right? Oh, no, that is Binns. I thought I saw 83 there for a second. And we are in the red zone. 16-yard line. Can Bryce get us the touchdown here? Almost intercepted, to be honest. I was going to set my feet, but I know how the linebackers are in this game. They would have had me right there where they wanted me. And as I set my feet, they would have sacked me. So I tried throwing it. Didn't really work out. Brooks gets a gain of 2. It's now 3rd and 8. And we need this. We need this touchdown. They scored a touchdown. We need a touchdown. Also, I forgot Bryce has Hot Route Master now, which is a stupid feature in the game. But at least he has it now. And what a pass to Carr there. Absolutely gorgeous. And we tie the game up. And they don't score. So we have a chance to go take the lead here. This is big. It's our first time in this game being able to try and take the lead. And let's see if we can do it. Overthrow to Deontay Johnson. Right off the bat. That's not good. There's 2 minutes we have here. And we're going to use a deep cross here for Medina. And see if that works. Doesn't look like a deep cross to me. But if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Gain of 8 there from Jonathan Brooks. And do we run it here? Let's try and run it. We still have the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts. However, we need this run right here to be for a first down. And it's not. I kind of want to go for it. But at the same time, I don't know how I feel about it. I like this look here. If they give us that same look, I'm down to go for it. I'm a risker here. Worst case scenario, we don't get it. They get a touchdown. And it's our ball with some time left in this half. I don't see that same run. I want to run it up the center. And They do slightly look like they have it guarded here. And they definitely do. They absolutely eat it up. Oh, my God. Okay, so let's hope that worst-case scenario comes true. They scored literally first play right there. And now we got to go back down with 1:25 and score a touchdown here. Otherwise, that was kind of an idiotic move from me, which it probably was. But, you know, we take risks here. That should be a automatic sideline catch right there, by the way. I don't know why his pass was like that. That was a perfect pass from me. I don't know why the defender kind of just was, you know, He-Man there. And I ain't seeing nothing really open here. Bryce does go get the first. Got a minute left still. 3 rushes, 51 yards. Have to use his feet a little bit more than I'd like to. But let's see if somebody could get open here. Somebody, anybody. We know Carr is probably not the right guy to go to because for some reason they want you to pass a million miles behind the line of scrimmage. And once again, their DBs are just godlike out here, soaring across the field no matter where I throw it to, and getting the breakups that they need. Not there for Binns though. Take a timeout. We have 2 more timeouts and a minute remaining. Can we please, boys, let's go get some points here. Let's go tie this game up. Tie it up, tie it up, tie it up, tie it up. Not seeing anything. And I didn't even see that guy. I don't know if it was because he was on the logo or what. But I was looking down at the pressure, and I wasn't seeing him coming. I was blind to him. And so now it's whatever they just said. Xavier Legette cannot come down with it. 3rd and 23. Okay. They want us to run it. I am not running it. And actually, tight end attack will be pretty nice. Let's see here. JT Sanders, Medina, and Binns. Binns gets it. And he gets the first. Perfect. Okay, now we can take a timeout. We got one more timeout with 37 seconds left. And I didn't mean to call another tight end attack. We're going to use PA tight end seam. And hopefully they don't see that one coming. Goes to Binns again. And I'm going to let it run here and see. Although, probably not the smartest decision, but the clock doesn't speed down. So that's good. And let's see what we got here. Through the center, and Xavier Legette for the touchdown. So yeah, I was dumb to go for it on that fourth down. However, it's going to end tied still at the half. So that's our game for the today. Now let's go to the Super Sim. And let's simulate to the end of the game. I doubt we win this game, although we do start with a nice touchdown there. Go down and get another touchdown. 14-point lead. Oh my god, 21-point lead. Back down to 14-point lead, and we do win. 42-28. Based on how they were scoring in the first half, I was thinking the Eagles were going to kind of kill us there. But we start 5-0. So that's pretty nice. Bryce Young, 5 touchdowns, 300 yards. Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdowns, 200 yards. Pretty good game that was, and the Eagles start 2-3. Let's go on to our next game against the Bills, where we're going to be playing defense for the first half. This Bills game is Thursday Night Football, so I went with a little throwback color rush vibe here. As you see, their red uniforms and our bright blue uniforms. And I kind of like it. It's a vibe, in my opinion. I miss color rush. I still don't get why they don't do Thursday night as, like, throwback night, you know, where Bucks, like, wear the creamsicles and, you know, everybody wears the throwbacks, obviously. Creamsicles are my favorite, or one of my favorites. Seahawks have their really cool throwbacks. Giants have their nice throwbacks. And then Monday, I don't know why they don't do Color Rush anymore. Like, I don't know why they stopped it. I know a lot of the Color Rush uniforms are kind of like meh. Like the Jaguars looking like mustard out here. It's kind of meh. But at the same time, I know a lot of people liked them, and there's quite a few good ones. Might as well, you know, keep it going. Plus, it's an easy way to get, like, kids involved. Kids entertained, seeing the bright colors. And immediately we start with a nice 3-and-out here while I'm yapping about uniforms. And I didn't realize this, but our offense actually scored a touchdown to start, so love to see that as well. See if they could score again. They do go down and get a field goal. That's all we could ask for them. And Bryce Young is up to 95 overall with the morale boosts, which is kind of crazy. Don't throw to me. Throws right across the middle, wide open. I didn't mean to switch to Horn. I don't know why it switched me there, but luckily our guys go down and get him, and they're probably going to score here now after that. I mean, if they don't, that's kind of insane. But I would not be shocked if they do. And did they say Nick Chubb? Is Nick Chubb on the freaking Bills right now? I think they just said Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is now on the Buffalo Bills. That's kind of crazy. I could see it happening, I guess. Good thing he dropped that, because I think I should have been able to intercept that. If the user defense responded like the computer defense on higher difficulties, it would be so much better. Like right there, that would have been close. That was actually a nice ball. But a lot of times they throw these balls that, if I threw the same thing, it would be picked off every single time with how the DBs react to the balls being thrown. Even looking away, they know exactly what's happening. Uh-oh. I didn't know that guy was going to go on to him, and they are driving insanely right now. That might be the end of the first, although they could still potentially get one play off here. But they are driving at will. Okay, yep, they're going to end it right there. That's the end of the first. We have one more quarter to play here, and I forgot to do something that I'm going to go ahead and do right now. I'm going to sort by speed for the cornerback matchups. And let's see what we got going. First and goal from the 8. Nice read by me there to stop it at the 10-yard line. Second and goal for them now. Lost a 2. And I kind of want to go man coverage here. I don't know why it's not going man coverage, but I feel like man would be better than zone in this situation. I don't know how our man's been doing. I haven't been paying attention to what defense I've been running. I figure most of it's been zone, and they've been eating it up. So Although they 8-man up right there against Horn as well. That's kind of rare to see that. But luckily we still have a lead thanks to our offense, and they can't get us a bigger lead, unfortunately. And Bills are 3-2, so and they're a good team. Obviously, they have Nick Chubb, which I didn't know about, and so at any given time they could beat us. I can't force any fumble there, and like I said in the last game, I'm not expecting to go undefeated here. I would like to get the Super Bowl one though. Undefeated season, while it would be cool, not needed, and it keeps switching me to the wrong guys. I don't know why. It's actually a very, very common theme with this Madden. Switching me to the wrong guys. And we're going to call a pass here. Hopefully they don't change it to a run, and hopefully it wasn't already a run, although it's kind of looking like a run. Okay, it was a pass. And man, they just get lucky with this ball placement. Josh Allen's throwing it within 2 seconds every single time. I'm going to use our Trayvon Walker here. I am blitzing. See if that gets him off his game here. It doesn't, and actually Horn kind of gets beat again, and they get a touchdown and take the lead, so that's not good. Luckily, we get a lead with 16 seconds left before the half, and even though our defense was very, very bad this game, looks like we are going to be just okay with a lead. And I forgot we had Deontay Banks with superstar abilities, so he could be the one that's lighting up all these instead of J.C. Horn. It's whoever the superstar is. I don't know if they're both superstars or not, but it's whichever one. Let's run inside with Jonathan Brooks, and let's defend the short pass here. I don't know if that's the best mode, but we're not going to be playing, so hopefully that doesn't mess us up too much. Go to the end of the game. They start with the ball, I think. We score a field goal. Score a touchdown. We have a 14-point lead now, and we win 28-14. So we start the year 6-0. I'm pretty sure this is coming after my St. Louis dynasty, where I think we also start 6-0. I don't know what's going on here. Bryce Young, 85% completion percentage, only 216 yards, but that's one more yard than Josh Allen. And man, 6-0. What are we doing here? Okay, so we have this game against the 49ers that we're going to simulate. Then it's Week 8 bye, and then we're going to simulate Week 9 game against the Bears. Start the season 6-0. So imagine one of these two teams we're going to lose to, or maybe even both of them. We'll see. And I guess we could go into the game and just simcast it from there instead of just advancing the week and seeing the results. That way we get a little bit better of a feel of what happens. Not too much better, though. Look at that guy, Bryce Young, right there. 16 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1,600 yards. Absolutely gorgeous season so far. He leads the league in touchdown passes, they just said. So that's good to know. And we start with the ball. So let's see how it goes here. So to the end of the game. We don't score right away. They do get a touchdown. We can't score so far. They can't. Oh, they do run up the score. Okay, 14-7. And we come back and we can't tie it. Can we score one more time, boys? No. So we're going to end up losing our first game to the 49ers. We start 6-1 on the year. Once again, mentioned it the previous two games. We're not expecting to go undefeated. I would have liked that to be a little bit closer, but what can he do? Bryce Young, 1 touchdown, 194 yards. Still not a terrible game. He's up to 1,800, maybe even 1,900 passing yards on the year. And 17 touchdowns. I don't know how many interceptions he got that game, so I don't know if it's still 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but not too bad there. And then we'll get into this game against the Bears and see if we could bounce back from that one loss. Getting into this Bears game, it looks like Bryce threw 2 interceptions last week against the Niners. He's now at 17-4 touchdown-interception ratio. And the Bears team is an 86 overall. We're an 89 overall, for instance, and I did not see their record. However, there is a very real possibility that we lose this game as well. Hopefully we don't. Look at this crowd. This is the most fans we've had in it since 2015. Shows what winning does for you, I guess. And let's get into this game. We start off with touchdown. We'll get a 14-point lead early here. And going into halftime, we have 14-0 lead. Bears do get 2 scores quick there, though. We get our lead back, 21-14. And with a second left, they can't get a touchdown. And we will win 21-14. So we do bounce back from last week's loss to the 49ers. We start the year 7-1. That is quite insane. And we are We are looking like this could be the year. 2 touchdowns, 200 yards, 81% completion. Um, Better than Caleb Williams in completion percentage and in yards, but Caleb did get 2 touchdowns himself. And we're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. 7-1. You gotta love that, right? Like that's absolutely insane through 9 weeks. And I did set our national focus scouting. It is offensive tackle, not the most glamorous offensive, or not even the most glamorous focus to scout for. Let's upgrade Carr here. He's now 80 overall, which is pretty nice. Yeah, not the most glamorous position to scout. However, I feel like it could do no harm. If we're going all in and win the Super Bowl here anyway, it's not going to matter who we scout for. Let's look at the standings here. We are first in the NFC. San Fran is second. They have one more loss than us. If we get another loss, they will be ahead of us because they beat us. They're the only team to beat us. And we're looking pretty good. As far as our division goes, we have a 2-game lead, maybe even a 3-game lead since they have 4 losses. And that's obviously what you'd love to see. And looking at league leaders, let's go over here. Jonathan Brooks has fallen off the league lead a little bit. I don't know if he's injured or not. Let's take a look here. Bryce is 10th in passing touchdowns, 16th in yards. Brooks is 5th in rushing yards and 1st in touchdowns, and 21st in carries. Deontay Johnson's first on our team in receiving, but he's 38th in the NFL, so that's not too good either. And I think part of that's got to be the 5-minute sim quarters that we just did there, because every game they're playing 5-minute quarters compared to 15-minute quarters. Otherwise, we'd probably be doing a little bit better there on those fronts. But still, not too bad. We'll take the 7-1 lead over the individual stats any day of the week. And next episode, we're starting off with the Buccaneers. We have the Colts and the Saints. I don't know who that 4th game is. Don't really care about checking right now either. But I appreciate y'all for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.